Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This video is part of the Kaspa Christmas giveaway series where I'll be giving away Kaspa coin in each video. So this is about educating more people about Kaspa coin and also giving back to you guys. So the way that it works, there'll be 12 word seed phrase hidden in each video somewhere, and you'll have to find each word and input it into a wallet. Then you can unlock the wallet and do whatever you want with the Kaspa coin. Each wallet was made through kaspawallet.io and will be linked in the description. Each wallet is also password protected, but that will also be in the description as well. Make sure you like this video for more of this content and comment down below if you found the seed phrase and got into the wallet. So with Kaspa's hash rate increasing all the time, everyone kind of wants to know what the best miners are for Kaspa coin. In this video, I'm going to be putting forward a case for what I think is the best miner, mainly going forward into the future, just because this could change a little bit. But this is the strategy that I would go for if I was mining Kaspa coin or starting out to mine Kaspa coin in today's Kaspa environment that we're seeing. So with the hash rate climbing quite a lot in the past year, so you can see we've gone from 55 petahash all the way up to 1.3 exahash. And this is just going to keep going. If you go on all time, you can see this larger. So all time, it only records back to 777 terahash. And now we're all the way up to, as I said, 1.3 exahash. So with that climbing, there's obviously going to be more difficulty. It's harder to mine Kaspa coin. The profitability, or at least profit margins, are very small at this point, and they're just going to keep getting smaller unless you have lower and lower electricity rates. It also creates kind of some obsolescence for the older miners. Obviously, when ASICs came in, that pushed out the FPGAs and GPUs. But as higher terahash or higher hash rate ASICs come on the network, it's going to push out a lot of those lower terahash ASICs. So we have a bunch of ASIC manufacturers for Kaspa coin. We have Bitmain, we have Ice River, Gold Shell, even Windminer, IB Link, Dragon Ball, and I wouldn't count the Superscaler K10, but that's pretty much all the ones for Kaspa coin that we can see there. So it gives us a lot of options for what is the best one to actually mine with. Obviously, you could just go for straight profitability and keep up with the newest ASIC miner that comes out. So if you're watching this in the future, there might be a KS7 or a KS6 that comes out, and that might be more profitable. So that's kind of how ASICs evolved. The next one should be more profitable or more efficient than the last one to upkeep. And people will obviously buy this just because it's the newest ASIC, and they'll probably sell it for way over the price that it's supposed to be at. For example, I think when the KS5 Pro came out, it was around $20,000, and now it's only around $2,400. So all of these ASICs are overpriced, regardless of where you're getting them from, and it takes probably 3 months for them to start dropping the prices dramatically. You can kind of see this with basically all the ASICs for Kaspa coin, because they become very unprofitable very quickly, and they start slashing the prices and basically giving away for free in terms of buying ASICs because they're not profitable anymore. So, in my opinion, the best ASIC moving forward is going to be a low hash rate ASIC with low power. So, mainly focusing on the KS0 range, but also if you can get it at a good price. And the reason that I say this is because I think people are going to start solo mining very, very soon. A lot of the hash rate that's on Kaspa right now is probably held by mining farms, but if you're a home miner, the best way to mine Kaspa coin going forward is to get a small hash rate miner with low power that you're not too worried about the power cost coming out, and also is relatively cheap. It doesn't have to necessarily produce profitability right now, because you can see in the future if Kaspa goes up, you could 10x on your investment here if you mined a couple blocks of Kaspa coin. So my pick for today would be the KS0 range, so any one of these, but personally I'd go with the Ultra. It says it's listed at $77 here. When we go over, you can pick one up on Ice River for $129. I think you have to pay for shipping as well, but that's not actually a bad price for a miner at all. You can get GPUs that are way more expensive than this, that also don't produce way near the profitability, or at least anywhere near the profitability that this one could also produce in the future. So I've said this in multiple videos and I kind of stated this, Ice River have kind of curbed the market on these smaller miners. You would see stuff for Bitcoin like the BitAxe, which is a smaller miner for Bitcoin. Ice River have kind of taken that concept, I think, and they've gone with small home miners for a load of people. So you can pick one of these up for $129. It's really not that much of an investment. And currently it costs less than the top end BitAxe. So you'd probably have more luck on one of these as well. When we're talking about profitability of these, you can see here we're at, let's go back here, 400 gigahash, which is 0.4 terahash. It consumes 100 watts, so even less than a GPU sometimes for the wattage, which depending on your power cost is not going to cost too much. Right here at 20 cents per kilowatt hour, it's going to cost around 50 cents per day. And it's kind of a gamble that you're going to take. Overall, you're going to be paying around $15 over the month just to run this thing. And we'll go through some of the profitability right now, or in terms of solo mining, how that would play out for one of these smaller models. So you have right there the revenue of 2 Kaspa coin, and then the power cost is 4 Kaspa coin. So that doesn't seem off the bat very profitable, but we're more focusing on solo mining and hitting blocks and being a little bit lucky with spikes in the network, and obviously KRC20 providing a little bit more to those blocks. You can eke out a little bit more Kaspa coin through these small miners. I think it's a great way to get into mining at a very, very low cost and mine something that is going to be valuable in the future if you hold it. That's why I personally wouldn't start dropping money on bigger units like the KS5 Pro, just because it's going to become obsolete very quickly. At least with these, you know that they're obsolete, but you can still get lucky on the network and hit a couple blocks before the hash rate keeps on increasing, because I think we're going to see at least 10 exahash by midway through next year, and then from there, who really knows. As long as ASIC manufacturers keep pumping out these ASIC models, there'll be more hash rate on the network. And when we're talking about profitability on the network, we want to talk more about how many solo blocks we have a chance of finding. So as I said there, the revenue is 2 Kaspa coin. When we look on the emission schedule, currently the reward for one block, if we scroll up here, is 73 Kaspa coin. So if you take 73 divided by 2, that gives you one block every month. And in my opinion, anything between 1 week and 1 month for solo mining is classed as viable. So I would say that's viable and it's not too much of a risk. Anything past that, you are kind of playing the lottery with the network. But 1 week to 1 month, if you get maybe 2 or 3 of these, you might be able to find a block every week and a bit. And that block also might have added on fees from KRC20. It's still going on and they're still adding a little bit extra Kaspa coin, so you could take advantage of that. And I think going forward, it's going to be like the BitAxe miners that we see on Bitcoin, where you have just smaller miners on the Kaspa network that over time do hit blocks and get lucky, and hopefully you can become slightly more profitable by paying power out of pocket instead of selling the coins, hold on to the coins and maybe sell them for a lot more in the future. So overall, the KS0 line, or basically any of the smaller miners for Kaspa coin, have very low risk to get into the investment. So $129, you can even probably get them cheaper secondhand or something like that. And it also doesn't require too much power. Over the year, you're probably going to spend, let's say it's $15 a month. For 12 months, it's around $170 over the year. And then you're going to spend $129 on the hardware itself. So basically, put that together, overall, over the year, it's going to be $300 to run this machine and also buy the equipment for the machine. The hash rate is obviously going to increase, but to put it onto a pool, you're going to maybe lose 1 or 2% to miner fees. And let's say within that time, you mine 1 block every month for the next 12 months. That's going to give you, if we just calculate this out right here. So we took all the emission schedules, so we're assuming that we're going to hit 1 block every month. So we're going to get 73, 69, 65, 61, 58, so on and so forth until a year later. And that's going to give you 629 Kaspa coin overall. Now I'd say that that would probably be the best case scenario, but obviously the difficulty and the hash rate is going to go up. So let's just say best case scenario, we have 629. Let's take off around 100 of those coins to give us 529. So we can do a quick calculation of that divided by, I'd say 300. Sorry, that's the wrong way around. So 300 divided by 569 was it? So Kaspa coin would have to be around this price that we're seeing here. So around 50 cents to actually, the calculation is still wrong. So let's do 300 and that is divided by 529 there. So Kaspa coin has to be 56 cents, or it has to hit 56 cents to actually make your profitability back or your return on investment within the year. If it hits $1, that's going to be double your investment for the year. But this also doesn't account for fees on the networks from KRC20. So you might be hitting a little bit more Kaspa coin, maybe plus 10 or 12 every other block. So it might actually lower the threshold for paying this off. We've already seen it at 20 cents. And I think the next step up from that is probably going to be 30, 40, and 50. 50 would be nice in the bull run. And that would kind of position you perfectly from now until the bull run to actually make a return on investment and even add further to that investment. It's not that much to wait a year and just keep it running in the background. There's not much upkeep that you need to do on the network. And you don't necessarily have to look after the miner too much as well. So let me know your thoughts on if you think this is a best miner. I personally think it is. And make sure you like the video and subscribe for more content like this.